Digital fingerprints secure devices. Solar roadways generate electricity. AI weather models predict hurricanes earlier. Robots explore oil rigs underwater. Lab-grown diamonds are chemically identical to mined ones. AI can detect fake videos. Smart fabrics can monitor hydration. Some drones use AI to swarm like birds. 3D bioprinting can create artificial skin. Solar sails may one day power spacecraft. AI can predict protein structures. Virtual tourism lets you explore from home. Robots are being trained to play musical instruments. Satellites track animal migrations. Space hotels are being planned. AI tutors personalize learning for students. Wind turbines float on the ocean. Robots milk cows on smart farms. Cryogenic freezing stores organs for transplant. Digital twins model entire cities for planning. The sun is so vast that its gravity keeps planets bound from 6 billion kilometers away. Its magnetic storms create auroras on Earth and Mars alike. Mercury's core takes up 85% of its volume, more than any planet. Venus once may have had oceans before heat stripped them away. Earth's tilt of 23.5 degrees gives us seasons. Without it, climate would freeze near uniformity. Mars' tallest volcano, Olympus Mons, is 26 kilometers high. Jupiter's magnetic field is 20,000 times stronger than Earth's. Saturn's rings contain billions of icy particles, from dust to mountains. Uranus orbits on its side, perhaps from an ancient impact. Neptune's methane clouds create the deepest blue in the solar system. Pluto's surface temperature averages minus 229 degrees Celsius. The Kuiper belt extends 50 times farther than the distance between Earth and the Sun. The Oort cloud may contain trillions of icy bodies, leftovers from creation. Comets' tails always point away from the Sun, blown by solar wind. The Sun rotates faster at its equator than near its poles. Sunspots come and go every 11 years. Solar eclipses are possible only because the Moon and Sun appear the same size from Earth. The Moon is slowly drifting farther away, about 3.8 centimeters per year. Earth's day was once only 18 hours long. The planet's rotation gradually slows due to tidal friction. The faint zodiacal light in the sky is sunlight reflecting off space dust. The Milky Way spins at 828,000 kilometers per hour, yet we feel nothing. Motion is only relative. Our galaxy will merge with Andromeda in about 4 billion years. Each collision of galaxies births new stars.
The Sun is so vast that its gravity keeps planets bound from 6 billion kilometers away. Its magnetic storms create auroras on Earth and Mars alike. Mercury's core takes up 85% of its volume, more than any planet. Venus once may have had oceans before heat stripped them away. Earth's tilt of 23.5 degrees gives us seasons. Without it, climate would freeze near uniformity. Mars's tallest volcano, Olympus Mons, is 26 kilometers high. Jupiter's magnetic field is 20,000 times stronger than Earth's. Saturn's rings contain billions of icy particles, from dust to mountains. Uranus orbits on its side, perhaps from an ancient impact. Neptune's methane clouds create the deepest blue in the solar system. Pluto's surface temperature averages minus 229 degrees Celsius. The Kuiper belt extends 50 times farther than the distance between Earth and the Sun. The Oort cloud may contain trillions of icy bodies, leftovers from creation. Comets' tails always point away from the Sun, blown by solar wind. The Sun rotates faster at its equator than near its poles. Sunspots come and go every 11 years. Solar eclipses are possible only because the Moon and Sun appear the same size from Earth. The Moon is slowly drifting farther away, about 3.8 centimeters per year. Earth's day was once only 18 hours long. The planet's rotation gradually slows due to tidal friction. The faint zodiacal light in the sky is sunlight reflecting off space dust. The Milky Way spins at 828,000 kilometers per hour, yet we feel nothing. Motion is only relative. Our galaxy will merge with Andromeda in about 4 billion years. Each collision of galaxies births new stars. Black holes sing through gravitational waves, space-time vibrations too deep to hear. Neutron stars are so dense that 1 teaspoon would weigh 10 to the 9th power tons. A pulsar is a rotating neutron star flashing beams of radiation. Some binary stars orbit so tightly they exchange matter. Supernovae release more energy in seconds than the Sun in its entire life. Quasars shine brighter than entire galaxies. Cosmic rays bombard Earth constantly from deep space. Interstellar space isn't empty. It glows faintly with hydrogen gas. A light year measures distance, not time. The cosmic background radiation is the afterglow of the Big Bang. The universe has no center. Expansion happens everywhere. Time and space began together. There was no before. Every second, the universe grows by billions of kilometers. Galaxies drift apart faster the farther they are. Distant light stretches into red, the signature of cosmic expansion. The speed of light is constant for all observers. Time slows as one approaches that speed. Near a black hole, time nearly stops. Quantum fluctuations may have sparked the first galaxies. Cosmic inflation expanded the universe faster than light, stretching space itself. The observable universe may be a fraction of what truly exists. Some theories suggest countless parallel universes. Dark matter may form invisible halos around every galaxy. Dark energy is accelerating the expansion of space. The universe will likely continue expanding forever. Earth and environment. Earth formed 4.54 billion years ago from cosmic dust and fire. Heavy metals sank to form its core. Lighter materials floated upward. The first oceans appeared when volcanic steam condensed. The earliest atmosphere lacked oxygen entirely. Cyanobacteria began producing oxygen 2.5 billion years ago. That oxygen rusted Earth's rocks before filling the air. Continents drift slowly, pulled by mantle convection. The Atlantic Ocean widens 2.5 centimeters each year. Volcanoes build land, even as erosion wears it down. Earth's surface is renewed every few 100 million years. Most earthquakes happen along tectonic boundaries. Subduction zones recycle crust into molten mantle. Magma chambers feed volcanoes beneath the crust. Lava on the ocean floor forms basalt, the most common rock on Earth. The Mariana Trench is 11 kilometers deep. Pressure there exceeds 1,000 atmospheres. Water covers 71% of Earth's surface. Oceans store 93% of the planet's heat. The Pacific Ocean holds nearly half of all Earth's water. The highest ocean wave ever recorded reached 30 meters. Tsunamis can travel 800 kilometers per hour. The magnetic field extends tens of thousands of kilometers into space. It deflects cosmic rays and solar particles. Without it, Earth would lose its atmosphere like Mars. The equator rotates faster than the poles, 1,670 kilometers per hour. Every 26,000 years, Earth's axis slowly precesses like a spinning top. Day lengthens by about 2 milliseconds per century. Seasons are reversed between hemispheres. Rainbows appear at 42 degrees from the anti-solar point. Fog is just cloud at ground level. Dew forms when surfaces cool below air's dew point. Frost is simply frozen dew. Snowflakes grow around dust particles in cold clouds. No two snowflakes are identical because of chaotic growth conditions. Earth's albedo, reflectivity, is about 30%. Ice reflects more sunlight than forests or oceans. The greenhouse effect traps heat radiated from Earth's surface. Without it, Earth's average temperature would be minus 18 degrees Celsius. Volcanoes and ocean microbes both emit greenhouse gases. Methane is 25 times stronger than CO2 as a heat trap. Permafrost stores twice as much carbon as the atmosphere. Forests store nearly as much carbon as the atmosphere itself. The biosphere regulates climate through respiration and photosynthesis. Air circulates globally through giant convection cells. Ocean currents distribute salt, heat, and nutrients around the globe. The Gulf Stream keeps northern Europe warm for its latitude. Coral reefs thrive in water between 23 to 29 degrees Celsius. Phytoplankton produce over half the world's oxygen. The first life likely formed near hydrothermal vents. Early organisms used chemical energy instead of sunlight. Photosynthesis evolved to harness light for energy. Oxygen accumulation allowed complex life to arise. Multicellular life appeared around 600 million years ago. All animals share genes inherited from single-celled ancestors. DNA encodes life's blueprint in 4 chemical bases: RNA may have been life's first replicator. Proteins fold into precise shapes that define their purpose. The genetic code is nearly universal across all living things. Each cell is a chemical city with thousands of reactions every second. Human DNA is 99.9% identical between any two people. You share about 60% of your DNA with fruit flies. The body contains 37 trillion cells, most replaced within a decade. Red blood cells lack nuclei to carry more oxygen. Neurons communicate through electrical pulses and neurotransmitters. The brain produces enough electricity to power a small light bulb.
The Milky Way contains more than 100 billion planets. The Sun's magnetic field extends far beyond Pluto. Every second, the Sun loses 4 million tons of mass as light. Mercury's temperature swings 600 degrees Celsius between day and night. Venus rotates once every 243 Earth days. Earth's orbit is nearly circular, a rare stability among planets. Mars has seasons twice as long as ours. Jupiter's Great Red Spot could fit 3 Earths. Saturn's hexagonal storm spans an entire pole. Uranus has rings composed of dark, icy particles. Neptune radiates 2.6 times more heat than it receives. Pluto's orbit is tilted 17 degrees off the planetary plane. The Kuiper Belt marks the edge of the solar system's frozen frontier. Beyond it, the Oort cloud stretches halfway to the nearest stars. A light photon takes 8 minutes to reach Earth from the Sun. Each sunrise you see is 8 minutes old. Space is expanding faster than galaxies can move. The night sky grows emptier each billion years. The universe was once smaller than an atom. Time itself began when the Big Bang did. Cosmic inflation happened in less than a trillionth of a second. The cosmic microwave background is only 2.7 Kelvin above absolute zero. The universe's average density is about 1 hydrogen atom per cubic meter. Dark energy makes up 68% of the cosmos. Dark matter accounts for another 27%. All visible stars, gas, and planets form less than 5%. The Andromeda Galaxy approaches us at 110 kilometers per second. When galaxies collide, stars almost never touch. Stellar nurseries form where gravity compresses hydrogen clouds. New stars ignite when pressure and temperature overcome collapse. Red dwarfs are the most common type of star. The oldest known star is nearly as old as the universe itself. The Sun will eventually swell into a red giant, engulfing Mercury and Venus. After death, it will become a white dwarf cooling for eternity. White dwarfs are so dense that a spoonful weighs several tons. Neutron stars are even denser. A teaspoon would weigh 1 billion tons. Some neutron stars spin hundreds of times per second. Black holes trap everything, even light. They bend time as well as space. At a black hole center, our physics fails completely. Gravitational waves ripple outward when black holes merge. The first gravitational wave detection happened in 2015. The Sun vibrates with internal sound waves too low for ears to hear. The solar wind travels over 1 million kilometers per hour. Space has no true edge. Only a fading horizon. Every second somewhere a star dies and another is born. All heavy elements, including your bones, were forged in ancient stars. Supernovae briefly outshine entire galaxies. The light from one supernova can take millions of years to arrive. Astronauts orbit Earth at 7.7 kilometers per second, 27,000 kilometers per hour. The ISS circles the planet every 90 minutes. In orbit, astronauts witness 16 sunrises each day. Microgravity causes bones and muscles to weaken. Space smells faintly metallic to returning astronauts. Cosmic rays occasionally pass through your body unnoticed. The edge of our galaxy is 100,000 light-years away. Quasars are galaxies powered by black holes feeding on matter. Pulsars beam radiation like cosmic lighthouses. The cosmic web connects galaxies like neurons in a brain. The universe's background hum is fossil light, a record of its first breath. Earth's gravity varies slightly across its surface. The equator bulges 43 kilometers wider than pole to pole. Earth's magnetic poles shift about 50 kilometers per year. The inner core may rotate faster than the rest of Earth. The crust is thinner under oceans and thicker beneath mountains. Tectonic plates recycle the planet's surface every few 100 million years. The Pacific plate moves 10 centimeters annually, faster than your hair grows. Volcanoes release gases that form new minerals and fertile soil. Earthquakes reshape landscapes in seconds. The energy from one large quake can equal thousands of nuclear bombs. The highest mountain, Everest, rises 8,848 meters. The deepest point, Mariana Trench, lies 11,034 meters below. Oceans hold 97% of Earth's water. 90% of volcanic activity occurs underwater. The average ocean depth is about 4 kilometers. Waves move energy, not water. The seafloor spreads apart at mid-ocean ridges. The Atlantic is widening as the Pacific shrinks. Glaciers cover 10% of Earth's surface. Ice reflects sunlight, regulating the global climate. The Amazon rainforest contains 10% of known species. Forests absorb 1/3 of human CO2 emissions. Trees cool their environment by releasing water vapor. The smell of pine forests comes from terpenes, natural aerosols. Lightning enriches soil with usable nitrogen. Clouds form when air cools and condenses around dust. A single cloud can weigh millions of tons. The ozone layer lies between 15 and 35 kilometers up. It blocks most ultraviolet radiation from the sun. The greenhouse effect makes Earth habitable. Without greenhouse gases, the planet would freeze. Permafrost stores more carbon than the atmosphere. Dust from the Sahara fertilizes the Amazon. The Arctic reflects more sunlight than any other region. When ice melts, darker water absorbs heat instead. A feedback loop. Volcano eruptions can temporarily cool the planet. Ocean currents carry heat around the globe. El Niño alters global rainfall and temperature patterns. The jet stream moves at over 300 kilometers per hour, high above clouds. Earth's magnetic field deflects harmful solar radiation. The aurora borealis glows green, red, or violet depending on altitude. The aurora australis mirrors it in the south. The moon's gravity causes daily ocean tides. The highest tides occur when sun and moon align. The Earth's rotation is slowing a little each century. Day length increases by about 1.7 milliseconds per century. A leap second is occasionally added to keep time synchronized. Earth's atmosphere leaks 90 tons of gas into space daily. Volcanoes under glaciers create hidden lakes. Rainbows are full circles seen fully only from above. Double rainbows show reversed colors in the outer arc. Fog forms when the air can hold no more moisture. The Atacama Desert can go decades without rain. Antarctica once hosted lush forests 90 million years ago. Air pressure halves with every 5.5 kilometers of altitude. At 8 kilometers up, there's barely enough oxygen for humans. Temperature drops roughly 6.5 degrees Celsius per kilometer of ascent. Above 80 kilometers, the sky fades into the black of space. Earth's biosphere extends several kilometers underground. Microbes thrive even in boiling hydrothermal vents. Life exists 10 kilometers below Earth's surface in solid rock. The deepest humans have drilled is 12.2 kilometers. Still only 0.2% of Earth's radius. The oldest minerals ever found are 4.4 billion years old. The first oceans formed 4.3 billion years ago. Life appeared less than 200 million years after that. All living species today trace back to the same genetic origin. The planet has entered at least 5 major mass extinctions. Each extinction cleared the way for new life to rise. Evolution never stops. It only slows when stability forms. Humans are a brief spark in that endless cycle. Life's chemistry depends on carbon's ability to form complex chains. DNA is 2 meters long inside each human cell. There are 37 trillion cells in the average body. Every second, millions of cells die and millions are born. Mitochondria generate 90% of the body's energy. The brain contains 86 billion neurons. Each neuron connects to thousands of others. Thoughts are patterns of electrical pulses and chemical messengers. The heart beats 3 billion times in an average lifetime. Blood completes a full circuit in about 60 seconds. Red blood cells live around 120 days. The human skeleton replaces itself every 10 years. Bones constantly dissolve and rebuild. Muscles account for about 40% of body mass. The stomach's acid has a pH near 1. Skin renews itself every month. Fingernails grow 3 millimeters per month. Hair grows about 1 centimeter monthly. The liver performs more than 500 distinct functions. The kidneys filter about 180 liters of blood per day. The lungs contain 300 million alveoli for gas exchange. The eye can distinguish about 10 million shades of color. Tears contain natural antibiotics. The immune system remembers every pathogen it defeats. Your microbiome contains 10 times more cells than your body. Bacteria in your gut influence your mood and immunity. Viruses may outnumber bacteria tenfold. Some viruses protect their host by blocking other infections. Fungi communicate underground via electrical impulses. Some fungi glow in the dark to attract insects. Trees share nutrients through root networks. Grass releases distress signals when cut. Flowers can sense pollinators by vibration. Bees can detect Earth's magnetic field. Octopuses have neurons in their arms as well as their brains. Whales can dive for over 2 hours without surfacing. Dolphins sleep one hemisphere of the brain at a time. Elephants use low-frequency rumbles to communicate over miles. Birds navigate using the sun and magnetic fields. Sharks detect electric signals from prey. Penguins can drink seawater by filtering salt through special glands. Frogs absorb water through their skin instead of drinking. Crocodiles can go months without eating. Coral reefs are built by tiny animals forming calcium skeletons. Some bacteria survive doses of radiation lethal to humans. Tardigrades can survive in the vacuum of space. Life can exist without sunlight, thriving on chemical energy. The oldest fossils are stromatolites formed by microbial mats. Evolution has no final form. It's continuous adaptation. Humans share 60% of their genes with bananas.